Hey folks! So I am sure marami na nakapanood sa inyo by now noong vlog or new interview ni Tony Gonzaga. At ito ay kay Bibi Gandanghari, formerly known as Rostom Padilla. So we're just gonna do a recap here and also react. Okay? So, ang pinaka-gist kasi no interview na yon ay tinukoy actually ni Bibi yung timeline kung kailan siya talaga naka-feel na, uy, gusto kong maging babae. Na from Rostom, na feel niya na there's something else. So, basically nga, dinitalye na there's like a certain expectation sa household nila. Mainly from his dad na of course, alam naman natin na nasa public service din in tinitingala. So, he was supposed to become a lawyer and then eventually he entered showbiz. And all the time, never siya nag-entertain ng thought na ganun, na parang about liking other guys. Kasi nga parang mortal sin yun para sa kanila. Na in his own words, in her own words ka, in Bibi's own words, na kahit ano na lang, basta wag yan. Okay? So, basically, when he actually went to the US, doon siya nakapag-explore. So, this was, di ba nag-artista siya dito and he eventually went to the US, I think for further studies. So, sorry naman. Di ba? Ang haba kasi. Kaya hindi ko ma-memory. Anyways, he went to the US. Okay. And may career na siya nun dito. He went to the US to do some stuff. Tapos doon na nga, dating scene, ganyan. Nakita na niya na yun nga, na-explore na niya dating other guys. Tapos siya na yung bumalik siya sa Pilipinas for PBB, na nag-out siya sa PBB. Then, eventually nga, diba, si Keanu Reeves siya naging best friend niya. But actually, before that, inamin niya sa Tony Talks na sinabi na niya kay Carmina para hindi siya yung tipong na-shock. Na in fairness naman sa kanya, that's really nice of her. Kasi, di ba, kung iba yan, parang hindi maiisip yung ganyan eh. But that's the proper thing to do. Lalo na someone na naging kabiyak mo for a very long time. Tapos, yun na nga, yung time na naisip niya na, oy, gusto kang maging babae, is when he kept looking at the mirror daw. Ito talaga yung tumatak sa akin na statement. And he actually sees a woman and a man. So, he is that woman. So, si Bibi, yun na yan, na nakikita niya na babae siya. Pero siguro, basta yun na, alam niya na nangyari eventually, di ba? Naging transition siya, si Robin di matanggap, but eventually nagbati sila. So, ang takeaway ko from this, yung pinakaano ko, si Bibi kept actually referring to Rostom as a third party before. But now, there are parang more than half is parang, yun, ino-own na niya as a first person. So, parang, I don't know, if para siyang ang dating, kung dati ang nire-reject niya is any idea na Rostom might be other than someone na male talaga. Ngayon naman, ang parang in a way, may parang inner rejection na Rostom and Bibi are actually one. Na parang Rostom is like the past. Yun nga yung sinabi niya, di ba, sa title, Rostom is dead. Namatay si Rostom. Yun. Interesting, no? Na parang ako nga nung una inisip ko, ano ba to? Baka naman, diba, maybe this is actually a case of dissociative identity disorder, diba? Na BB is the actually stronger. Hindi ako psychologist, but based on, of course, yung mga napanood ko materials, what I've read, what I know about patients talaga, na real cases, na baka stronger personality lang nag-take over. Di ba? Kaya naging, BBC Rostom, ganyan. But, yun, very interesting for me. Na, in a way siguro, parang, it's a subconscious, sorry hindi ko matagalog talaga yung subconscious. Subconscious na, parang, yeah, hate is a strong word, but I guess hate for what Rostom stood for, which is someone pinned down by the ideas of the society, ideals of his family ng machismo or yung pagiging macho. Yun. So, yeah, I'm just so happy that there are people like PB, whether celebrity or hindi, na embrace kung sino yun sila talaga. Ang medyo hindi ako happy, yung mismong sangkabaklaan o sangka-LGBThan, ang parang hindi sila open sa idea ng ito pala yung nasabi ni Bibi na nag-ano sa akin, yung ano niya kay anong pangalan nito, yung race car driver na naging babae. Anyways, yeah, alam mo, ayun, si Angie Midking, ang description niya kay Angie Midking is a lesbian trans woman. Very interesting. So, yun nga, going back na sinasabi ko, pag traditional LGBT kasi, kunyari, bakla, diba? As in, bakla, ganyan. Sa kagusto sa babae, parang asa rin nila, tomboy, ganyan. Or lalo na si Angie Midking, kasi, alam mo yun, how are you supposed to understand someone na naging babae, diba, lalaking lalaki, na nag-transition, naging babae, but then ang partner niya, ang gusto niya pa rin makaniig, diba, is babae pa rin. So, it's very alien to them. Yeah. So, I mean, pwede rin diba, baligtad na situation. Na you have someone na, kahit na hindi nag-transition kunyari ako, diba, babae talaga. But then, I actually like, hindi to true sex. kunyari lang, I actually like, biological males na medyo malambot, ganyan. But then, I identify as male. But that's just an example, ha? Hindi to real life, diba? Ay, isipin nyo, trans ako or whatever. So yun nga. So, ang dating patang, diba, ano naman, gay transgender, ganun. So, yeah, I'm laughing, but this is actually a serious matter na I guess we should just respect kung ano yung gusto mga tao and not to adhere to stereotypes. Kasi hindi naman porke LGBTQIA+ ka, that doesn't mean na wala kang outdated beliefs. Kagaya niyan, na pang-discriminate sa kapwa mo na LGBTQIA+++. Just because sanay ka na, ay, pag tomboy, ganito. Pag tomboy, ang gusto niyan, babae. At least ngayon, accepted na pag tomboy, hindi naman lahat ay sa sigara. Although Aiza actually, she doesn't like to be called lesbian or tomboy. She actually identifies as male. She's a trans man. Even though hindi ata siya nag-undergo nung complete talaga like Charisse. But she identifies as a trans man. But then let's accept that. So, she's not transsexual. Kasi when you say transsexual, that is yung gender reassignment, yung nagta-transition na talaga. Okay. But when you say transgender, diba, it can mean, kunyari ako, I identify as male, but I chose to dress like this. So, I guess you can call me a cross-dressing transgender. Naguluhan na. Basta yun na, cross-dressing transgender. Weird. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's weird for the normal, to comprehend. Kasi, hanggang ngayon, yung sa mga, well, sorry to say, yung mga medyo laylayan, di ba? Hanggang dun, meron parang asal na bakla, di ba? Na parang as if it's a kind of sickness, ganyan. Na alam naman natin hindi, di ba? Tomboy, meron ka bang, ganyan, tits. Kung andun pa lang sila, parang kailan pa sila makakarating dun sa ganyan na understanding. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, yun lang ang masasabi ko. And, yun, sana, in fairness kay Tony, I mean, of course, I didn't like endorsement yan nung, di ba, election and other stuff, especially yung kay Alex, but, yeah, I can see her, ano naman eh, I mean, when she interviews, ayoko nang pangalanan yung iba kung sino man yung mukhang sakim lang sa pera. Because I can see that and I didn't expect pa nga kung sino yun. But si Tony, I can see her keen interest talaga. Genuine interest dun sa mga nakaka-guess niya. Ganyan. Yung mga nakakakitaan ko bukod kay Tony Gonzaga ng interest talaga sa guest niya. Of course, we have Aster Amoyus, really, I know her, she's a really kind person. And, of course, cause ano lang, not exactly guest, but yung subjects niya, di ba, si Karen Mental Block. Hindi si Karen Davila, si Cara David, iba talaga. Makikita mo talaga empathy niya, hindi acting or anything, di ba? Na parang, you can see in her eyes sa subjects na parang, if I can help all of you, I would. Di ba? Like, di ba? Parang, lalo na pag may batang malnourished, di ba? Yung sa Sorsogon na last na kinover niya. So, yun lang, haba na. But, I hope may napulot din kayo. Diba? And if may marirecommend kayo mga magandang panoorin na interviews or docus, but most likely kung docus yun, abang ako palagi sa GMA Public Affairs, lalo na pag Cara Daviti. So, comment down below lang.